Hey guys, well, it is Friday, which means it's time for another vlog. Hope everybody's had a great week. I know I've had a busy one. We got the weekend ahead. Football on Sunday, high school football tonight. Looking forward to it. Anyway, today's vlog, I think it's going to be kind of cool. I'm going to give you my 5 most important things that you need to know to be successful in the music business. We've got a lot of errands to run today, so I'm going to do most of this on the fly. We've got the camera mounted in the brand new Ford F-250, which I'm absolutely loving. So let's get this thing done. Hold on just 1 second. Hold on, hold that thought. That's better. Wait a minute, what were we talking about? Welcome back. Like I said, today's vlog is all about the 5 things, the 5 most important things that I think you need to know getting started to be successful in the music business. And quite honestly, these 5 things are what you need to know to be successful in anything. It doesn't just have to be music. It can be anything in the world you want to do. You know, whatever the plan is for your life, I think these are 5 most important things that you need to know. Like I said, we're not in the studio today. We're not in the Cowboys room. We are on the road for today's vlog. I got a lot of errands I got to get done today, so I thought the best way to get today's vlog done was kind of just to take you along. So we got the camera mounted. We're good to go. All right, you ready? Here they are. The top 5 things you need to know to be successful in the music business. Number 5, you can't be afraid to fail. And all the artists that I talk to, songwriters, everybody, it seems like a lot of people don't ever really get started on their path to success because they're afraid to fail. Let me tell you, after doing this 20 plus years, you're gonna fail 100 times more than you succeed. It's just the way the game is played. It's the way the rules are set up. You are gonna fail. So if you're afraid to get started because you think you're gonna fail, there's your first failure right there. Being afraid to fail is your first failure. You are going to fail, and you're going to fail epically. But let me tell you, I can tell you the same thing in my career. I have failed. For every 1 time I've succeeded, I have failed 50 times, at least. And the failures far outweigh in quantity than the successes. But I'll tell you, the cool thing about the music business is if you play your cards right, nobody really remembers you for your failures. They only remember you for your successes. So, number 5, don't be afraid to fail, because it's gonna happen and you're gonna fail. But when you do fail, like I said, fail epically, fail in a major way, fail in such a way that you learn a valuable lesson from it. Every road that you go down that was the wrong road and you get to it and it's a dead end, look at that as a positive thing, because you now know to never go down that road again. You'll never repeat that mistake again because you don't have to. You've been there, you've tried it, you failed, it doesn't work, you know it. It's a valuable lesson. And that's what you've got to look at failures in this business as. Anything else in life is it's an opportunity to learn, and it's an opportunity to know, okay, I can't go down that road again. I've been there, I've done that, it doesn't lead anywhere. So don't be afraid to fail, because it's going to happen. You're going to fail over and over and over and over again. But each one of those failures is a stepping stone to a success. So guys, number 5, don't be afraid to fail. Number 4, this one I see most people have the hardest time with. And that is learn to enjoy the small victories. Guys, it's not all red carpets and radio interviews and videos on CMT and hit singles, and that's the top of the top, and those things are so rare that they just don't happen enough. You've got to learn to enjoy the small victories. That first time that you book a show at a club that you've been wanting to play at, or the first time you co-write with somebody, or just the little things, just the little bitty things that show that you're making progress, that you've gone from A to A.5 on your journey to Z. Most artists, that I encounter, they have no idea how to enjoy small victories. It's always shooting for the moon. And if I don't accomplish this, then I haven't succeeded. There are a lot of little victories to be had between starting out and being what we would all consider to be very successful in this business. And some of them seem minute, some of them seem like they're not important, or maybe you don't think they're worth celebration. You are going to tire yourself out constantly if all you're ever worried about and appreciating yourself for are the major things that you accomplish. What I have found in this business is that some of my largest successes have been built on little, small victories. And, you can kind of think of it like climbing a mountain, and it gets tired. And it's very tiresome climbing this mountain that looks insurmountable, like you'll never get there. Look at these small little victories as you've climbed, you're tired of climbing, and then all of a sudden there's a little plateau. And you get to rest for just a second, and you get to look back down and appreciate the distance that you've come so far. So number 4, learn to enjoy the small victories. It's a must in this business, or you'll wear yourself out, you'll lose your passion, and nothing is worth that. Number 3, learn to build the right relationships. And I did a blog on this last year that's been shared quite a bit, and I got a lot of email questions about it, and I'll talk a little bit about this because it's exactly about building relationships. It's hard to do in this business. There's a huge difference between a relationship and a friendship. Too often people come into this business and they meet people, and in their process of building relationships, they think that they're finding friends and that you're building friendships. This is I am out for myself. It is a me business. You're not going to make a lot of friends in this business. You can make lots of relationships, but you need to know going in, is this a friendship or is this a business relationship? Because when you think of things as a friendship, you think I do for you, you do for me, because we care for each other and we're friends. If I get a little bit further down the road, I'm going to turn around and help you because you're my friend. In return, I expect that if you're my friend and you're going and you're accomplishing more than I am, then you turn around and you help me out because we're friends. You don't see that a lot in this business, right? And to stay away from getting discouraged and upset and getting your feelings hurt and your passion killed, learn the difference between a business relationship and an actual friendship, because a friendship goes both ways, and friends help each other. Friends do for each other for the betterment of themselves, and sometimes they put others above themselves. That doesn't happen a lot in this business, but you've got to learn to build relationships and know what type of relationship that is that you're building with that person. You need to go out, you need to network, you need to build relationships with the right people. Don't build relationships with people that can't help you in some way in your journey. This is business. We could sit around all day and talk about, well, that's not right, that's not how you should be. Maybe in life and how you conduct yourself personally, it's not. But you've got to understand that you are now in the music business. And everything that you do when you wake up in the morning needs to be in somehow facilitating getting you from where you are to where you want to be. And in that process, there are going to be people that need to help you along the way. It's important, first and foremost, to establish relationships with the people that can help you in your journey. Identify those people. Identify the people at the publishing companies that you like, at the record labels that you like. Reach out to those people. Try to establish a relationship. It's very difficult. I understand that. Believe me, I've been in this town a long time, and there are still people that I cannot build a relationship with. Mainly because they're just not open to having and building relationships with new people. They are set in their ways. They know exactly what they're going to do. They've already got their little crew around them, and they're not open to building relationships. It's difficult. It's very difficult, and it's hard. That's probably the hardest part of this business, is making and building the right relationships with the right people. But it should take up a considerable amount of your effort and your time to make it happen. So number 3, work on building the right relationships. And you know what? I think it's always good to remember the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat people with respect. Be nice. Always stand your ground. Don't be walked on. Don't let people walk on you. Don't let people take advantage of you. Stand your ground, but treat others with respect and treat others the way that you would want to be treated. And I think that you'll find that you'll draw the kind of people into you that will help you, and that will help you grow and help you accomplish your ultimate goal. Number 2, this one is the hardest by far that I've ever seen. And I could give you example after example after example. But number 2 is you need to come to terms with the fact that you are going to have to sacrifice. I have this saying that I kind of came up with a long time ago that in dealing with as many artists as I have, that it seems to me these days artists get this call me when I'm famous mentality. They think because they've played the local bar in their hometown for the last 5 years that they have sacrificed and that they have paid their dues. I'm telling you, you haven't. You start paying your dues in this business when you move the first day you're in Nashville. The first day you're pounding the pavement, becoming a part and a member of this industry full time, that's when you start paying your dues. Everything else is just education. Everything else is just school. You have got to learn and know that you're going to have to sacrifice to get what you want in this business. I can't tell you the number of times I've heard artists say, oh, if we just had a bus. Oh, if I just had an endorsement deal where I could get these amps or these guitars for free. Oh, if I just had this or if I just had that. You have got to sacrifice. You have got to be willing to give up everything that you have and everything that you own and everything that you ever will have to be successful in this business. It takes sacrifice, not just on your part. If you've got a family, they have to be willing to sacrifice as well. They have to be willing to go days on end without seeing you, weeks on end without seeing you. And it's not easy. It's very hard. You are going to have to sacrifice. It's a hard lesson to learn. Sacrificing is not a lot of fun, but it's something that is required almost every single day. I still have to sacrifice things. Even with where I am in my career, I still have to sacrifice things, time. I don't like working on the weekends, but I just took on a project. I'm going to have to work on the weekends. I haven't worked on weekends in 15 years. But if I want to do this project and I want to work with this artist, his only available time is to work on the weekends. So I have to work on the weekends. You're going to have to sacrifice big things, small things, and everything in between. It hurts, it's no fun, but you're going to have to sacrifice. The number one thing that I think you need to know to be successful in the music business is it's up to you. All right? It's up to you. Have you ever heard that saying, if it is to be, it's up to me? It's corny as shit. I I agree. But it's the 100% damn truth. I'll tell you that. Nobody is going to pick this wheelbarrow up and push it up the hill for you. We have got to get out of this mentality of if I had a manager, or if I had a booking agent, or if I had an assistant, or if I had a social media marketing team, or if I had this. It is up to you. Nobody is going to do this for you. If you don't have a booking agent, then you better be finding out every club and venue in a 500-mile radius, and you better be calling them. You better be sending them your music. You better be sending them your videos. You better forget chasing down a booking agent. Do it yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. It amazes me the times that I have worked with artists and they spend 99.9% of their time and their effort trying to find somebody to do it for them. They're not willing to do it themselves. Yeah, we'd go out on tour if we had a bus. Meanwhile, your record label just bought you a brand new Ford E350 van for you to tour the country in, but that's not good enough. We need a bus. That's the mentality that sets up and leads to failure. Do it yourself. It is up to you. Nobody is going to do it for you. And I know it's difficult. This is a team-oriented sport because it does require a lot of hands on deck. And you do need those people at some point to help you in your career. But you cannot, as a new artist, start out by thinking, all right, I'm going to go find a manager. All right, I'm going to go find a booking agent. No, it doesn't work that way. Many of you have heard if you've read my blogs or you've spent any time around me whatsoever, you know that I have a saying. And the saying is this: everybody wants to jump on a moving train, but nobody wants to shovel the coal to get it going. Managers, booking agents, record labels, all these people that you want to help you and open doors for you and do all this, they want nothing to do with you unless you are a success already. Record label doesn't want you unless you have a large social media following. It doesn't matter how talented you are, how good of a singer you are, how great your voice is. They don't want you unless you already are a growing success story. Managers, they make a percentage of what you make. So why would a manager take on a new artist that isn't making any money out on the road? Well, who's going to establish all that for you? Who's going to get you to that point to where you can get the interest of those people? It's you. You're going to have to do it. If you want it, you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to do the heavy lifting because it's up to you. All right, guys, that's it. The 5 things I think you need to know to be successful in the music business or successful in pretty much anything, really. You got to be afraid to fail. You've got to enjoy the small victories. You've got to build meaningful relationships. You got to learn to sacrifice. And you have to know that if it's gonna happen, it's up to you and you alone. We've got a big weekend planned. I know we're celebrating Veterans Day on Monday, so I want to give a shout out to all the brave men and women who put on the uniform and fight for our freedom. I've got members of my family that are service members. God bless them. And also to all the families of the men and women who are overseas and everywhere fighting for our country. God bless you as well, because we know you sacrifice. Thank you for all that you do in supporting our brave servicemen and women. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I hope that most of you are getting a long weekend because of the holiday, and I hope that everybody has a good one. Got some great stuff on coming up in some of the future vlogs. Going to be taking you, next week's going to be really fucking cool because I'm producing 3 records next week. And next week's vlog is going to be basically every day next week. I'm going to shoot a little bit for the vlog in the studio with the artists, with the musicians. and then I'll wrap it all up and edit everything together, and that'll be next week's vlog. But it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be really cool. Like I said, I'm out on the road today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button below so that you'll know when a new vlog's been posted. If you liked the video today, be sure and click the thumbs up one time. If you didn't like it, click the thumbs down button twice. Anyway, guys, hope you have a great weekend. Until next time, don't forget, keep asking questions, keep pushing the boundaries, and keep being creative. See you guys next week.
Ooh, your body moving up next to mine, your body language I really wanna learn tonight. What's wrong with falling down? Doing what we got to do, the night is calling. Tell me that you hear it too.